What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for tuning in today. If you are brand new, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. Today we're gonna be doing a pregnancy favorites video. So I am in my second trimester, been in there for a while. I'm 26 weeks pregnant, and basically these are things that are just helping me survive and thrive during pregnancy. So if you are interested and you want to see what those things are, stick around. So I am 26 weeks now. Time is flying by. I feel very pregnant. I'm still not looking that pregnant, but I will do an update video probably next week so you guys can see fully what the bump looks like. We did have a little photo shoot today, Marcus and I, so we had a bump photo shoot, so I was pushing it out. We were trying to make it look real pregnant, so I'm excited to share those photos, not videos, with you guys. But in the meantime, I wanted to share some of my favorite pregnancy things. I get a lot of questions from you guys on Instagram about what I'm using, what I'm doing, and so on, so I thought it would be easier just to do a video and show you. So we'll start off with something that is very useful in pregnancy, food. So basically, my eating has been back to normal, I'd say. I feel pretty good for the most part, and I have definitely a stronger appetite now. So as she's growing, I'm definitely growing. I'm hungrier. I want to eat more. So things that I'm still finding very helpful, and I would highly recommend, whether you're first trimester, second, or third, is having snacks around all the time. So yesterday I had a really big meal, and I'm still like feeling sick from it today. So the whole like big meal and pregnancy thing, they don't really go hand in hand, especially with heartburn. So having little snacks on hand all the time, especially when you get hungry, like that hunger rage comes out of nowhere. So having the snacks is super helpful. So for me, I've been having little like protein or granola bars, that kind of stuff. My favorite bars right now are the Kind bars and the Simply Protein. So they have about 15 grams of protein, which is not bad. And they're pretty tasty, and they don't sit funny with my stomach, and like the texture is really good. So I don't have any on me right now because I've eaten them all. The other thing is popcorn. I'm like obsessed with popcorn. So I don't know if it's just me or other preggos out there, but I like these little bags from Superstore. They're like the 100-calorie snack ones, because I feel like popcorn's one of those like snacky things that you can eat one of the giant movie theater popcorn bags, and before you know it, you've eaten it. But if you do that during pregnant, you will feel hella sick. So those 100-calorie ones are very helpful to me. The other thing is protein powder. So I have this vegan protein powder. I'm not 100% vegan. I'd say probably like 80% plant-based, because I do eat eggs and yogurt, whey protein, that kind of thing. But I like this one in smoothies. I wouldn't necessarily have this in like coffee or with water. I have this one in a smoothie, and then I would have whey protein in my coffee. But I have discussed with my doctor before I had a midwife, and then with my midwife as well, and they're both totally okay with me having protein powder. And I know every body and then also every doctor is different, so what they tell you might be different. So if you are curious about protein powder, still ask your doctor. I've been having protein powder once to twice a day my entire pregnancy. I felt just fine. But again, those are one of those things. Just to be safe, ask your doctor. The other thing is prenatals. Of course, I was taking them before I got pregnant, and I've been taking them the whole way through. And I really like these ones. I've been getting a lot of questions of which vitamins I'm taking. And I like these ones. They're super affordable, and pregnancy vitamins are really expensive. But I like these ones because they have DHA, which is really important for baby's brain development. So I like that it comes with it in this bottle. And then I do take omegas as well on top of that. And then the other little savior, Tums. I'm not gonna lie, I have quite a few of these a day. So usually I'm fine during the day, and then at nighttime is when the heartburn really kicks in. And sometimes it's like there's just fire shooting through me, wanting to come outside my mouth. So these are a lifesaver. If you guys have any other tips for heartburn, holla at me, please. I really need to know. The other thing, I have a love-hate relationship with this guy. So this is, I don't know if I can fit this into the frame. I'm gonna have to back up. Okay, so this guy, don't mind my bump in there. Well, you can see my bump through the middle of the pillow. So this is my pregnancy pillow. I got this one from Amazon. I want to say it was like $100-ish. I have a love-hate relationship with it. I'm still struggling to find the appropriate way to sleep while being pregnant. So I'm just uncomfortable. I'm a stomach sleeper. And because I can't sleep on my stomach, you kind of can figure it out with this guy, but you can't fully sleep on your stomach. It just makes life hard. So I have days where this is like the perfect thing and I'm like snuggled up in there and I can sleep on the side. And then I have days where like this is too big and I'm uncomfortable and I'm hot. And then I just have a pillow here and a pillow between my legs. But overall, I'd say it's worth the investment because it is making my sleep better when I'm not just like pregnant cranky. And then I believe you can also use this with the baby somehow. I think like in the top part, I do have that like breastfeeding pillow where the baby can lay in there as well. But I'm pretty sure you can use that when baby comes as well, or if you're like nursing to prop yourself up. So it's very sturdy and it's really good for the entire sleeping process. The only negative thing I would say about it is the actual pillow part for your head is a little bit high. And I've kind of trained myself to like get smaller and smaller and sleep on a very flat pillow. So I think that's what annoys me, is that my head is really high. So if I can somehow figure out to like get that stuffing down lower, then I think I'd be good to go. But yeah, third world problems and first world problems. Wow. Pregnancy brain, you guys, it's a real thing. The other thing is skin. So skin, I live in Calgary, so everything's dry. Your skin is dry all the time, whether you're pregnant or not, but now it's on like a different level of dry. I'm peeling. I have flakes in my hair, you guys. I've never been this dry. So water, number one thing. I'm trying to stay super, super, super hydrated, but there's only so much water you can drink. So other things I'm turning to. I use basically all natural products when it comes to my skin, my face, my hair, and so on. So obviously I use Fresh. This is my own skincare line. And yes, I'm totally biased, but I'm literally obsessed with it. And I swear, like, this is what got me through the first trimester pregnancy acne, because I started getting it so bad. And this stuff is like a miracle. So this is the face wash, but this is like the thing that saves my skin. So this is the hydrating face oil. I do not use lotion. It's not strong enough. It's not thick enough. It's just not moisturizing enough. So this guy is my jam. It's the hydrating face oil, and I put it on every single morning, every single night. I put it on before my makeup. It's significantly helping my dry, poor skin. And then the lip scrub as well, because A, Calgary, B, pregnancy, you're just peeling. Like, that's kind of the theme. You're peeling all the time. So this stuff, I'm obsessed with it. It's all natural. If you eat it, nothing's gonna happen. I really like the whole like all natural, especially during pregnancy. It's all vegan, cruelty free. And so it's a cinnamon sugar lip scrub. Sorry guys. It's a cinnamon sugar lip scrub, so I like the taste of it. Not that I'm eating it, I swear. And then it also has some nice moisturizing oils inside it. So once you're done getting all the skin off, you still have some moisture left. So on the skin topic, I've been using two things for my body. So originally my mom bought me this, like, it was like a stretch mark cream or something. I got it for Christmas from the maternity store. And then I ran out and I was gonna go back and get it, but we got a little sample of this Palmer's cocoa butter and formula. So I don't know if you guys have seen this or if any other moms are using it. But I got a sample in this when we registered at Babies R Us, so not that long ago. And I was hooked. It's like super, super moisturizing and like thick, but like that kind of thick you need for the dry skin during pregnancy. I love the smell of it. It has argan oil, almond oil, shea butter, collagen, and elastin. Elastin? Yes. Foreign and pregnant, you guys, that's a tough combo. Anyways, I'm obsessed with it. It has vitamin E in it, and I really, really am like, this is something I'm going to use as this belly grows. The belly is definitely growing. So far, there's no stretch marks, but my skin is very like, I got a lot of give because I've had so many like weight fluctuations. So I feel like it won't be too big of an issue for me. And then the other thing that I'm using on top of the lotion, no, I use the oil first and then I put the lotion on top to seal the oil. So this is the Sunatan coconut oil. And again, it's all natural, it's organic, it's cruelty free, vegan, so on. It's amazing. It smells good. It's ultra moisturizing. So when you need that like extra kick, this your jam. This combo right here. saving Prego skin. And then my other favorite product from Suntan. So this is like not sponsored, you guys. I'm just obsessed with this stuff. It's the Color Me Dark, and I've been getting so many questions of why I'm so tanned. So last week I did have a photo shoot for Suntan. So they spray tanned me, so I had a spray tan. But this is what I use at home. So I feel like you can just get to like feel like frumpy. Your skin's peeling, you know, you're getting larger, you're tired and cranky when you're pregnant. So like anything that's gonna make me feel like extra good or give me a little boost, I'm gonna take it. So this stuff, I just like being tanned. Like who doesn't feel good when they're tanned? And this is all natural, it's organic, you can use it on pregnant skin. It's not gonna irritate your skin. It doesn't streak or like look orange or weird or anything like that. So I use it like if I wanna stay on top of my tanning game, I use it once a week. Just keep in mind, I obviously have olive skin. If you want to achieve like a color as dark as mine, this video really washes it out, so you wouldn't even think I'm dark, but I am. If you want to achieve it to that level, you would need to use it a couple of times, but either way, I think it's like, I don't even know, $35 something, and it lasts me for quite a while, and I would like, this is, the vanity part in me really enjoys this during pregnancy. I do, guys, I'm not gonna lie. And then on that dryness note, this little guy I found at Winners, and it's like a essential oil diffuser, but it's also a little bit of a humidifier. So before I had a humidifier, it was like so aggressive that I felt like our room was starting to pool with water and we were coughing up water, which was kind of scary. So this one's like the perfect amount of that. I've been really into essential oils during this pregnancy, and I feel like they're like very calming and soothing to me. And I've been putting them in my bath. I've been having a lot of baths lately, and it's just like, it's just bringing me down to a good level. So yeah, so I've been using this, and I use usually the sleep one. We put it on before we go to bed, and lemongrass, and it's just been like, it's been extra moisturizing to my skin, and it's just been like really relaxing and amazing to fall asleep to. One other thing that I get a lot of questions about, and there's a lot to talk about obviously during pregnancy, is maternity clothes. So I have yet to turn to maternity clothes, but I do have like a few staples that are just like getting me by. And if you haven't watched any of my pregnancy videos, then you don't know this, but if you have, then you absolutely know that my like go-to pregnancy wardrobe, they're the Align pants from Lululemon. So these bad boys, they're like butter. And one thing, if you are pregnant, or if you're gonna be pregnant, or if you've been pregnant, your skin is so sensitive, and like the feeling of anything on your skin can irritate you. These feel like butter. So A, that's great. They have a ton of give, but they also still like support your tummy. So I usually get Aligns in 4s. So far the 4s are still stretching enough, so they still have a give. I have bought 2 pairs in size 6 just for comfort reasons. It's just getting a little bit easier to wear the bigger pants. But I do find they have quite a bit of give, so you can wear the size that you are for quite a while until going up a size. And I know that there's maternity workout wear where the pants sit higher, but I'm so short, and like my torso is so short that these go well, like I could pretty much get them right under my bra. So really, so far so good. I don't need anything else. I'm obsessed with these. If you don't know, you know by now. The other thing, super handy, are these long tank tops. So just like spaghetti straps. Like I feel like I haven't worn these since I was in high school, but they're just really long spaghetti strap tank tops. So if I have any like shirt I want to wear, everything still fits up here. It's the belly that's growing, right? So if I have any like sweaters or shirts or t-shirts that I want to wear, I can put these guys underneath them, and they're long enough that they cover my belly, that I can still wear the clothes that I like, or just throw on like these sweaters. I'm really into these as well, and still be able to wear my clothes. The other thing are these summer spring dresses. So I will say it's definitely, I think, easier being pregnant as we transition into spring and summer. Maybe not so summer once it's like hot and we don't have air conditioning in the house, but just the wardrobe itself, because it's so much lighter, I do feel like I can barely zip up my winter coat now. So I'm glad that hopefully, if Calgary gets its shit together, that will be done soon. So like light sweaters and dresses and that kind of stuff, it's just so much easier to find in that like comfy, stretchy material. And so basically what I've done so far, I've bought a bunch of these dresses. bought. And this one's just like a spaghetti strap. I have some t-shirts, some long sleeves and so on. They're quite, I'd say they're like middies. Is that what you call them? Where they're like mid shin. Yeah. So I like them because they're not like, like once your butt and belly grow, everything's gonna look like a mini skirt. So I like how long those are. They like are very appropriate and classy looking still, but they're so stretchy. They have so much give. And so basically with those, I've just gone up to size medium in some and size large in other ones, and they just sit like comfortably and nice. And because the material isn't like super thin that it's gonna look see-through, it has enough stretch that you can actually stretch it over your belly. So I know maternity clothes can get really expensive, and I am like, weirdly enough, not somebody who spends a lot of money on clothes. That's not really my jam. Maybe Lululemon, but definitely not. Like, I don't have a real job, right? A real job. I don't have a desk job. So, so I like to save my money for other things. So basically all of this stuff, other than of course the Lulus, are from like Sirens, Urban Planet, like those like cheap stores where things are like $10. And yeah, the other day I was just like, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna see if they have anything. And I bought a bunch of dresses, each for like $10 that fit over my belly, that are comfortable, that are breezy, and I think are gonna be like perfect for spring and summer. So if you guys are looking for anything like that, that might be the thing to try. And the last thing for pregnancy clothes are sleep essentials. So I am like obsessed right now with these Calvin Klein like boxers, booty shorts, whatever you want to call them. This thick elastic has so much give and it doesn't cut in, and I feel like pretty much anything I wear to bed feels like it's like cutting me, even if I go to bed with it loose. It doesn't make sense. I talked about this in my last video. I don't really know how to explain it. I think it's like the swelling of pregnancy. Either way, these guys, I know they have them at Winners, but I got these ones at the Bay, and so I basically go 2 sizes up from my regular size and wear these with the tank top to bed, and that will save your life during pregnancy, sleep-wise. Especially if you get warm when you sleep, because everything, like I said, it's just like sticky and itchy and uncomfortable, and you don't want to wear clothes, but you also don't want to be naked because that doesn't feel good. Anyways, pregnancy problems. These, highly recommend. These are super comfortable, and I'm super moody when it comes to clothes, and these work just great. So, another pregnancy favorite, obviously, right now for me is reading. So I am obsessed with all things babies, labor, birth, like obsessed. I love when people tell me their birth stories. So if you want to tell me your birth story, like I'm totally into it. I keep saying, like, I swear in another life I will be a midwife, or I will quit my job and be a midwife, because I'm so into it. I'm obsessed with it. Maybe I'll change my mind once I have my baby, but right now I am. So these 2 books, my go-tos right now. I've been reading it and kind of like rereading the stories and rereading the little passages throughout pretty much the whole pregnancy. I'd say beginning of 2nd trimester is when I started reading them. So this is Meditations for Pregnancy. So this was lent to me by my actual massage therapist. She was a client of mine, then we became friends. Anyways, she lent this to me, and she found it really helpful, and her sisters gave it to her, and she really liked it during her pregnancy. And it's just very different. It's like it takes you 5 minutes to read each chapter, and it's just a different approach. It's not like, at this point your baby is this size, blah blah. Like, it's not like the typical pregnancy book. It basically gives you like little mantras to say to yourself, little things to work on, like, today I honor my strength and remember my body's healing power. It's kind of like that type of book. It's more like meditation associated, and then it gives you a way to talk to your babies. So if you're, you know, a mom who still isn't like in that place where she feels comfortable talking to her baby, or sorry, a mom to be, a pregnant lady, or a dad, it's really good because it gives you little like things to say to your baby. And so I found it really cute. It's very like, it's just a sweet book. It's sweet. And I find Marcus struggles more than I do to talk to her, like to talk to my belly. So this is good for him because he can just read a passage out of there. So it makes it easy. The other one is the Ina May's Guide to Childbirth. So this has been recommended to me probably 1,000 times, and I'm so glad that I got this book. It's basically about this midwife farm, and they tell stories. Actually, the women tell their own stories. So women have submitted and they tell their stories of their own childbirth, and their experiences. And then the second half of the book is more educational about childbirth and what to expect and so on. So it's, again, like my obsession with birth stories. This is my gem. Like, I love reading these birth stories, and I like it because you can just like read one birth story, move on with your life, go do something, go finish your work, and then read another one. So I really like it. And then in line with that, I am listening to a podcast. I think it's called The Birth Hour. I'm almost positive, which was also recommended to me from, yeah, it's called The Birth Hour. It was recommended to me from a client of mine, and it's a mom that hosts the show, but she has basically women from all around the world who've experienced all different types of labor and birth stories, share their experiences. So it's really cool. Like, if you're interested in, you know, twin birth or C-section or natural birth, or, you know, in midwife house versus in a hospital, in a bathtub, whatever, they have all of those stories. So I find it really useful, and I like listening to them right now while I'm doing my workouts. So I find it super helpful because my workouts aren't really that intense anymore. So I find it really helpful to have like something else to focus on. So I'm really enjoying that. And I was recommended a couple of Netflix show. I think one is a show, and then one is, I think it's called The Business of Being Born, and that's a movie, I believe, a documentary. And then one is a show about a midwife and her experiences. So I'm definitely going to watch those. If you guys have anything else like that, I want to hear about it. I would love to hear about it. So those are things that I will be for sure watching. And then basically just any like people that I follow on Instagram, fitness influencers, those types of people who are kind of like close to my industry or my experience or anything like that, who've had babies. A lot of them have actually vlogged their experience, which I found so helpful for me and so interesting. And so I've watched their YouTube videos, and my mom thinks I'm like insane. She's like, stop obsessing over this, stop watching it, you're scaring yourself. And like, I'm genuinely not. I'm like, I love it, and it makes me feel more at ease seeing all the different types of experiences and all the things that women go through. Like, I really genuinely enjoy it. So not at all. I'm loving it. So if you guys have anything you want to share with me, please do. I love it. And then the last thing I want to share with you guys are my pregnancy apps. So right now, I don't know if you can see this. So right now I have the Bump Flow, Baby Story, and Ovia. So Baby Story is just like an app that's stickers. So like if you want to make, you know, 26 weeks pregnant, size of a squash or whatever, and put that in your videos, you can do that, or like make little stickers or whatever with pregnancy. Or once baby comes, if you want to take photos and make like 1 month old, 5 days old, whatever, you can do that with that app. I think you have to buy it. I'm pretty sure it's like $3. The other ones are free. And then the other one that I was just recommended after posting this, because a lot of people are asking what apps I was using, are the Wonder Weeks. So basically it's, I think that one's like $3 as well. And it's kind of like, it gives you an idea of like, this is where your baby is right now in developmental stages. This is what should be happening. So I think like if you're brand new to parenting, if it's your first child and you're kind of freaking out and you're like, oh, my baby's acting so weird, is this normal? I think a lot of moms were saying to me that it makes them feel a little bit more at ease having something like that. That's like, this is normal. This is the stage you're in. So if you're into that kind of stuff, if you like apps, I really like those. I love seeing like the size of her hand right now compared to the size of her hand when she's born. And just kind of, I like that it gives me an idea, like this is what your body's going through right now. So if you're feeling like this, it's normal. So I do really appreciate having something like that on hand. But I think other than that, that's about it for my pregnancy favorites right now. I know this video isn't short, but I really did try to keep it short for you guys. I could talk forever about the things that I love. I'm sure we all could. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you'll go out and pick up some of this stuff. If you have any questions or need links to anything, please let me know. I'd be happy to share them with you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your continued support and love. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. Leave a comment if you want to chat with me. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.